Hello, my platoon. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to Tomato Clinic. Let's start the game. Tomato Clinic. Oh, my name, Duncan. Yes. Him. Comments. Looking forward to learning more about vampire. Whoa, great. Yeah, that's my hair. Now I'm white as a paper sheet. Okay, your name is Duncan. Okay. Duncan fills out the form with a smile. There. Got the form all filled out. I really should have got that done before actually coming here. Looks like nobody else is here yet though, so I'm safe. It's weird that there aren't any employees here yet either though. Would it be rude to just yell to see if anybody's in? Huh. I mean, if nobody's here, then nobody will think it's rude, right? Hello? Anybody in? A short young man who looks distinctly displeased comes to the counter. He's wearing a jacket with what looks like a tomato patch suit on. Who are you and why are you yelling? Ah, sorry, I didn't think anyone was in. Then why the heck did you yell? I don't know. I get nervous in unfamiliar situations. Wait, what? I'm Duncan, here for the tour. This is Tomato Clinic, right? Oh, heck, is that day? What, don't tell me I got the day wrong? I'm so sorry. I will come back later or never if that would be better. Just calm down for a sec. Let me check the calendar. It does start today. Phew! I was worried I screwed that up. I didn't see any other students here, so I thought that maybe I had the wrong place. Yeah, I done that a couple of times. Actually, sometimes I am the only student that goes to the internship. That's because you are the only one who signed up. Wait, you're not joking? Nope, it's just you. Marie said we didn't get any other applications. Who's Marie? My boss. She should be here any minute. Marie! A young woman in a skirt that also has a tomato patch on suddenly jumps out. Welcome! You must be here for the tour! What? Where did you come from? Boss, you're going to scare away our only applicant if you keep jumping out like that. Wait, she was under the desk? With him? Oh dear God! I'm just trying to be friendly! She's a vampire. I see your teeth! Heretic! Oh wait, I forgot to ask. Do you have your application form? Yes, right here! So your name is Duncan? Yes, that's me. Cool, my name is Mahi. Nice to meet you. Gokuto, did you introduce yourself yet? I would have, but you decided to attack me. Gokuto, that's no excuse to be rude. The name's Gokuto. Nice to meet you, I guess. It's nice to meet both of you. I'm excited to be here. And that's exactly how I talk on the internship. You know what we do here then? Vampires? I did some research ahead of time, but there wasn't too much on the website. It's a blood donation clinic, right? God. Gokuto! Gosh darn it, why would you come for a tour if the idea makes you uncomfortable? Yes, this is a blood donation clinic. Yes, both me and Marie are vampires. Got a problem with that? What the hell? The name's Gokuto. No, I haven't been to a place like this before. I just haven't been. I'm a bit nervous, that's all. Gokuto. It's not Gokuto. Gokuto! Don't be so mean. Where's your fangs, Gokuto? And don't worry about it, Duncan. We are pretty new to this too. Actually, you're our very first tourist. Oh, is that supposed to be reassuring? Anyone? No, no point in anyone? No point in no point in talking out here. Let's head inside so I can talk a bit about what we do. Follow me! Mahi disappears as quickly as she came. You can put your bag down behind the counter if you don't want to carry it. Oh, that'd be... Before Duncan can finish, Gakuto leaves as well. Great, thanks. I would carry my bag with me all the time. I guess I should follow them in. Yes, you're still with your bag. That's my boy. That's Duncan for you. Duncan heads to the next room, but for some reason it's empty. It looks like a little cafe. Huh? Where did they... Mahi jumps out with a grin on her face. So, what do you think? What do I think of what? This room! Oh, it's very nice. It feels kind of hummy. It's a bit different from what I expected, though. Well, actually, we have a cafe in our blood unit, like the place where we take blood from people. I don't know how to say this in English. And yeah, we have a bunch of sandwiches. We have a butterless bread with butter. Yes, a butterless bread with butter. Because the bread, it's written on the bread with butter. But I never, in my 3 years that I go there, I never eaten a bread with butter that had butter in it. So it's a butterless bread with butter. Different? Well, it looks kind of like a cafe. Oh, that's because it is a cafe. Oh, I thought it was a blood donation clinic. It is, but also functions as a cafe. When I started this place, my goal was to make it a place where people can relax. Blood donations sound really scary, right? And the vampires just make it scarier. What? No, that's not. It's okay. I know most humans are afraid of us. That's part of why I started this place. I want to make a place where humans could get to understand vampires a bit better. And that's why I prepared this. What is this? A quiz on vampires. It's a very short, so don't worry. And it's okay if you get things wrong. We just want to check what people's general knowledge of vampire is. Just shout my name when you're done. Okay, I'm going to use all of my vampire knowledge. Bram Stoker, please, ghost of Bram Stoker, come to my mind. Marie disappears as suddenly as she has arrived. Where did she go? I guess I should fill up this quiz though. It doesn't look too long. So I should be okay. Let's see. Oh, nice, multiple choice. Where do vampires get most of their nutrition? Blood. Blood, obviously. Not sure why this is even a question. Let's check out the next question. What happens to vampires when they are exposed to sunlight? They glow, like they turn into dust. I mean, it's definitely read. I definitely read that before in the book. Actually, the first time, no, they get nothing. If I remember correctly, Bram Stoker never said that vampires don't like the sun. It was in the Nosferatu the first time they said that the vampires burn in the sun. So I'm going to say nothing. Vampires turning to dust in the sun is probably just a myth. I mean, otherwise they couldn't have this many windows in this place, right? Let's take a look at the next one. What do you use to ward off vampires? Gloves or garlic? A cross? The cross! I think this is the right one. Oh my god, did you see the Jewish vampire, the meme of the Jewish vampire? That the guy just goes out and puts a swastika. Editor, put it right here. Boom! If I didn't put it, I'm just lazy. I'm not sure what the reason is, though. I think it's because they were abandoned by God or they abandoned God. So it depends if you were a Christian before you could change it. I'm not too sure about my answer. No point worry about it, though, I guess. Oh, the next question is, where do vampires live? Coffins. It feels like it should be the right answer, but it's a bit too obvious. Oh, looks like the next question is the last one. What can vampires turn into? Mist and bats. I've seen both of them, but I'm going to answer the last option makes me think, but traditionally people say vampire turn into bats. Anyway, that's all the questions. I should call for what was her name again? Marie! Marie? Marie pops out from the who knows where. Are you finished, Duncan? I mean, yes, I'm finished. Great! Just let me check your answers then. So, how did I do? Why don't we go through the questions? Oh god, I got it all wrong. You got the first one right? Blood, okay. We do get most of our nutrition from blood. If it's okay for me to ask, how does it work exactly? It would be a really lengthy explanation if I get too into it. Like, think how you eat food and your body turns that into energy for you. Right. For us, we do the same, just with blood. While we can eat regular food too, we don't process it well. Well, that makes sense because our nutrients go through our blood, so yeah, they are just eating straight from the source. It's kind of like junk food to us. Oh, so it doesn't really give you the nutrition you need. Exactly! I'm glad you get it! So you could survive some days with eating just regular food, like the guy who just survived out of McDonald's but then died. So, for question 2, why we don't turn into dust or anything? It's true that vampires aren't good with the sun. So, that legend is true then. Only partially. We vampires get sunburned if we are in the sun too long. Well, most humans actually do. How long is too long? Well, it depends on the vampire. Most of us will get bad sunburns in less than 10 minutes. Well, just like me. Less than 10 minutes. So, do you just stay inside all the time? No, we just use sunscreen with very high SPF. And make sure to cover our skin as much as possible when heading out in the day. All of the windows that tomato can lick are specially made to cut UV too. Oh, so it's not the sunlight that kills them, it's the UV radiation. Okay. This way we can enjoy the daylight without the sunburns. I thought vampires like the night. Haha, no, we were just forced to only go out at night before. Now we have modern technology to help us. Oh, that's pretty cool. Right? Let's look at the next question then. We are not actually scared of crosses, haha. Really? There are actual Christian vampires too. And vampires that believe in other religions. And atheist vampires too. But vampires are not when you're abandoned by God or any. Okay. Is the answer garlic then? No, the answer is none of the above. There's nothing you can use to ward away vampires. Oh, that's worry. That's worry. Like how there's no one thing that you can use to ward away humans. Well, actually a gun. Can a gun stop you? Then why do people think that stuff like a cross and garlic will work? I think it's just one of those weird urban legends. Or maybe there was like a huge garlic allergic vampire that was also like silver, that had an allergy with silver, so the cross was made out of silver and yada yada yada. After all, it's very easy to come up with things like this if you don't know any vampires in real life. Huh. Moving on the sleeping question. Do you really think we sleep in coffins? Sorry, I don't know, I just... Haha, it's okay. I know people think that. Well, actually it's not too uncomfortable to be on a coffin. With some personal experience, it's not so bad. Yes, I laid once on a coffin. It was empty. Don't worry about it. It's not true though. We vampires just sleep in beds. Vampires get aches and pains just like humans. So honestly, coffins would be pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, actually that's really good because there are some coffins with cushions inside. And those are what are you looking for. Not those plain old wood coffins. I believe that one would hurt. Oh, I guess that's true. Now for the last question. We can actually turn in beds. You can't? Nope. How would that even work? Magic. We actually can't turn into anything. You're lame. Yeah, I guess it was kind of a stupid question. Oh, no. You're lame. You're just a lame. No, questions are stupid. But the quiz said, that was just Gokuto. I think he was annoyed. He thought the quiz was a stupid idea. I think it's a nice way of teaching people about vampires, though. So you just get sunburns and you drink blood. What's the upside point of being a vampire? Do you have super strength or velocity? What do you think of our first human quiz taker? I thought it was nice. It helped correct a lot of my assumptions. I'm glad. I'm sure Gakuto would too. I asked him to write the questions and he was very annoyed about it. I'm sure he would be happy to know his work was worthwhile. Will he? He didn't seem very cheerful early. Oh, that's just how it is, don't worry. Anyway, let's check your score. You got 1 of 5 questions right. Oh, that's pretty bad. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a chance to try it again later too. Hopefully you remember the answers next time. Now that we got our icebreaker done though, we can start one of our vampire culture experiences. What? For the tour. You didn't think I was going to be all quizzes, did you? Honestly, I wasn't really sure what I signed up for. I was thinking you're just going to suck my blood the moment I came into here, actually. Well, so you can find out. We got a lot of fun activities set up for you. Or Gakuto has unless I'll go get him. Mahi runs off through a different door. Mahi seems very energetic. It's nice. This whole place is pretty nice, actually. The decor is cute and the general atmosphere is relaxing. What did you expect to be our red Satan and bats? Gakuto shows up looking just as displeased as earlier. Damn what we were expecting. Well, maybe I was kind of expecting something like that. With more candles and chandeliers, maybe. Chandeliers, we are vampires, not Victorians. But all the cool vampires are from the Victorian era. Sorry, it's just when I see vampires in the media. Yeah, I know. Sorry to bite your head off. No, don't bite my head off, please. Figure of speech. I know there's a lot of weird stereotypes about us. That's why Mahi set this clinic up. And why I'm helping out. I smoked some cigarettes in my internal life. That's really nice of you. Yeah, sure. How'd the quiz go anyway? Oh, I did okay. I'm not going to lie to my coworker. Okay. Well, I didn't do great, but I'll be sure to do better next time. Well, good luck with that. Anyway, I'm supposed to be your tour guide. First up on the activity list is blood drinking. The vampire sunscreen routine. Mahi suddenly pops up to Gakuto's right. And she disappears again. It's the same kind. Is that some kind of vampire talent? What? Oh, do you mean how Marie just appears out of nowhere? I wish. That's just a Marie thing. Anyway, as Marie said, our first activity is a common part of a vampire's usual morning routine. Why we like to go through the whole morning? We are currently a bit understaffed, as you can see. So we only have the sunscreen bit set up for... Sunscreen? Well, as Marie told you earlier, vampires sunburn very easily. So we are very careful about applying sunscreen. So how is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to put sunscreen on you? What? No, that would be weird. We have a dummy for this. We are not using actual sunscreen. Let me just set it up. Gotta stand it up, right? Make sure it's secured. Okay. Is that supposed to be a vampire? Well, there is fangs. Pretend one. There are a bunch of clothes for you to choose for. The goal is to pick that outfit appropriate for a vampire. And you will put sunscreen on. Oh well, Fake sunscreen since our dummy is made of whiteboard. Just use the yellow marker to apply the sunscreen. Then we'll let you know how well your vampire outfit would fare in the sun. Sounds good? Oh yeah, it sounds fun. So just put like the burqa, you know, the hijab on it. No sunlight's going to pass. Sounds fun. I'm ready to start. Just stick on the fake clothes and the sunscreen and let me know when you're done. Got it. Okay, outfit: straw hat, sunglasses, top hat, straw hat, shorts, long sleeve, cape. Yes. Shorts, jeans, tights, jeans because they need to be, no, tights, socks, wheelies, boots, wheelies. Click on the dummy to apply sunscreen. Okay, I'm done. Okay with the outfit and sunscreen? Yes, I think this should be okay. Hey, Gakuto. Gakuto returns to the room. You done? I think so. Would you take a look? Okay. Well, first the outfit. You gave them the most cliche vampire outfit. Black cape and a red dress. That said, it's a good choice. Capes like this cover a lot of skin, and you can't go wrong with the classics. That's why they used to be pretty popular among vampires. For the sunscreen, though, you actually put on enough. You went with a thick layer of sunscreen. That's important because usually people put on way too little. So I did okay? Yeah, you did okay. People, we need to start wearing capes again. Capes are so awesome. I need to start wearing capes again. You did okay. Yay! Don't get too carried away though. Anyway, that was the activity. The idea was to give you a little idea of what vampires go through, as a way to say, hey, we're just normal people trying to live our lives. It's kind of more boring than I expected. I always thought vampires were more, I don't know, sexy or scary or both. Sure, that's how we are often portrayed in media, but most of us are just boring people who buy a lot of sunscreen. Thanks for telling me about that, but you're still immortal, right? I never really thought about it before. Just doing my job. Anyway, I need to prep for the next activity. Wait here for a bit. Gakuto walks out of the room, taking the dummy with him. I guess I will do what Gakuto said. Mahi! Before Duncan gets any time to wait, Mahi shows up again. Yay, Mahi! How was the activity? What? Sorry? How did you like the first activity? You know, the vampire sunscreen routine! All that. It was pretty interesting. Oh, I'm really glad. It took a lot of time cutting the whiteboard to the right side. You cut it yourself? Yep, we are pretty short of funds, so most of the stuff is DIY. Wow, that's amazing. Thanks, we try our best. Sorry I got a bit off topic. I'm actually here because it's time for a re-quiz. Already? A re-quiz? A chance for you to take your vampire quiz again. I think it should be pretty easy since you already know the answers now. I'll try my best. Here, a new sheet. Just let me know when you're done. Okay, Marie leaves Duncan to fill the quiz. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, blood. They get sunburns. None of the above. Bats. Nothing. Okay, I'm done. I'm finished. I finished the quiz. As soon as Duncan calls out, Marie appears. Whoa, that was fast. Let me see. Question 1 is correct. Vampires' main source of blood. Let's check that. Correct. In sunlight, vampires just get sunburns. Now for question 3. You got it right. There's no blah, blah, blah. We rather you just tried to make friends with us. Let's take a look at question 4. Well, I don't know if friends is a strong word. This is such a strong word because usually my friends don't try to bite me or they don't need to bite me. Most of them don't want to eat human flesh. Let's take a look at question 4. You got the answer. Vampires need to sleep And when they do, they sleep in beds, not coffins. Now for the last question. Correct. Vampires can't really turn into anything. Not bad, not miss, though. It'd been interesting if we could. No, that's a total score of 5 out of 5. Perfect. For that, you get a prize. A prize? Yep, here. A tomato pin. With this, you're part of the Tomato Club. What's that? A club of vampires and friends. You're the third member. I hope you take your vampire knowledge and share it with your friends too. I will try. And thank you for the pin. Cool, I think Gakuto should be back soon anyway, so I will leave you two to it. Mahi walks through one of the doors. Oh, she actually walked out normally this time. That's the first one. Yes, I'll just wait for Gakuto to come back. I can take a little look around here in the meantime. They have some interesting magazines. I never seen most of these before. Vampire Weekly, Fang Outpost, Wired for Knights. Gakuto walks in and notices Duncan look at the magazines. You can take a look at them if you want. Ah, no, sorry, I was just... Like I said, you're free to take a look at them. They are there for visitors to look at after a while. Oh, okay. Maybe a bit later. Whatever, do what you want. I have the next activity ready when you are though. I'm ready. Let's do this. What's the next activity? A backstage tour of sorts. I'm going to show you the process we go through before a blood donation. Oh, okay. We are going to be looking at blood and stuff. Are you going to be okay with this? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yeah, I don't have problem with blood. There one time actually I got covered in blood because, well, it was my first time actually cutting like a little artery, and yeah, yeah. You sure? Well, actually, not cutting, like pressing, like with pincers. I don't know. I know the term in Portuguese, but I don't know the term in English. Blocking. Yeah, I was blocking with pincers the blood, and we had a patient that suffered an injury. I believe it was like a bike injury, a motorcycle injury, and then it was spraying blood everywhere because, yeah, one of my friends did a screw up and let go of the tweezers. I think it was tweezers. I was just caught off guard. Sorry, I really haven't done anything like this before. Yeah, I can get that. It's really nothing to be nervous about it though. Yeah, because you just stick it up a tube and you just leave it there. Let me show you. I think it's tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow or the next day that I'm going to be donating my blood actually. Guys, donate your blood if you can. Please. Please. The hospitals are always in need of blood and plaquettes. Plaquettes? I think it's plaquettes. You know, that stuff that coagulates the blood and it makes you stop bleeding. I don't know. Plaquettes? I don't know the name in English, sorry. The name in Portuguese is plaquetas. Gakuto takes Duncan to a lounge area. This is where the blood donation happened. Huh, it doesn't look very clinical. Yeah, Maria wanted all the rooms here to look as inviting as possible. Yeah, mine is just like a chair. A plastic chair. To make sure people could feel comfortable, we visit a bunch of other clinics in other areas before deciding to look for a tomato clinic. It definitely makes me feel relaxed at least. Yes, it was worth the work we put into it then. What? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Nothing anyway, let me explain the process. How much do you know about blood donation? Not very much on this. No, I know a lot actually. I know a lot actually. I did a lot of them. I was the intern collecting the blood and I was the patient donating blood. I only ever had blood tests and that's about it. Okay, then I will start at the beginning. First off, just to clear any possible misunderstandings. Well, actually, I have a funny story to tell you guys. When I first entered into medical school, there was like a blood. Oh, donate your blood here today, blah blah blah, and it was for an entire week. And I donated because I said, "Oh, I'm going to be a good citizen, and I'm going to donate half a liter of blood." And then they gave me like a food stamp, so I could eat for free. And then I said, "Oh." So I slept, and the next day I was kind of groggy. But then on the third day, I said to myself, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was on Wednesday, and I said to myself, "Oh, I'm already good. I can donate blood again." So it was a different nurse, and I just donated blood again because they didn't put in a system because it was just like a van, and uh sorry about that. I dropped my cup, my glass of water. Shit. But yeah, I donated blood. I donated blood the second time. I have a liter. And then I turn up the third time. I was feeling like really bad, really really bad. Because on the Wednesday, Thursday, and then on Friday I got up, and it was the nurse from Monday, the first nurse, and she told me, "Oh, you already donated blood, right?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah, I donated blood, but there is like free food." And she was horrified. She said, "No, you can't donate blood a second time." And I said, "No, no, this is my third time." And she was so mad with me. She started lecturing me, saying that was horrible. I couldn't do that. I needed to wait like 8 weeks before donating again, and I was stupid and everything. So yeah, wait 8 weeks, guys. First of all, okay. Both Marie and I are certified to draw blood. And vampires working at donation clinics are required to be certified for both the regular human method and the vampire assisted method. Regular human method probably means using a needle, but what's the vampire assisted method? I'm guessing you don't know much about vampire fangs, right? No, sorry. Well, you probably heard stupid stories about people getting pleasure from vampire bites. Yeah, I have. That's not how it works. Oh. Oh, but I wanted Marie to bite me. Our fangs has a substance which is a natural anesthetic with a calming effect. They are also very sharp and pointy, so the wound left behind is very small. And blood donation clinics, the process is simple. Bite and draw. Huh? First we bite to create a very small wound. Then we use a needle to draw out the blood. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. The needle is already puncturing our skin. Oh, but why not just use a needle in the first place? Unfortunately, blood loses its nourishing qualities very quickly after leaving the body. That is, unless it's first stabilized by the substance in our fangs. Why don't you just extract the substance and put it in a needle? Why it would be easier to just bite and suck blood from the source? We can expect a human to always be available when a vampire gets hungry. That's where the blood donation clinics come in. We draw blood and distribute it to vampires who need it. Oh, like a vampire food bank? Something like that, yeah? Everything makes sense for ya? I think so. Before we actually draw the blood, though, we do a health check to make sure everything's okay. What kind of issues could there be? For example, maybe the person's blood is infected with something and they don't know. They might have recently taken medication that prevent them from donating, or they have an STD. They might just be feeling sick, and donating blood could make them feel worse. Huh? Once we confirm that everything's okay, we need to start the blood donation process. The human gets comfortable in the couch, and the vampire takes their arm. Arm, not neck? Why, it's true that it's easier to drink blood from the neck. Since we are drawing the blood out through needles, it's easier to do through the arm. Imagine if you just bite someone's neck and just blood gushing out of it. That wouldn't be nice, would it be? Like a regular blood donation. Oh, I guess that makes sense. One thing we make sure it's very clear to is that it's okay to stop at any time. We always want to make sure both the human and the vampire are comfortable with everything. So if the human feels uncomfortable, we call it off. Same for the vampire. Same for if the vampires feel uncomfortable. Maybe you start feeling dizzy during the donation, or you just change your mind. You don't need a reason. If someone says stop, everything stops. We will give you a button you can press just in case you're anxious about saying out loud. Wow, you're really prepared. Well, we are asking people to give their blood to us. Oh, we want to make sure we have their complete consent. Anyway, that's the end of the presentation. Hopefully you got a better idea of our blood donation process now. I think I do, thanks. Great, I'm going to go back to the cafe area to prepare for the last activity. Could you wait here until I'm done? Got it. Cool. Gakuto leaves the lounge area. The blood donation process is a lot more complicated than I expected. No, it's not. You just find the vein and just stick a needle in it. Blah. I guess I should just wait here though until Marie... Hello! Marie slides into the room. Wow, there isn't even a door on the side of the room. Where on earth did you come from? Ha ha, that's a secret. Technically, this time I scheduled for a quiz, but this time I scheduled for a quiz, but since you already passed the quiz though, do you want to ask me some questions? Can people be turned into vampires? Can people be turned into vampires? No, that's absolutely not possible. Sorry, I knew that already. What it says in the book. That what it says in the books I read before. It's just people still say we can't, right? Being a vampire isn't a disease. It's not contagious. We can infect anyone with. It's just one of those unfortunate myths that's just spread. Sorry for bringing it up. Don't apologize. I will happily answer any questions like this if it means I can clear things up. Any more questions? How common are vampires? Compared to humans, actually. It really depends, honestly. Vampires tend to live in small communities. Lately, though, you have more vampires like Gakuto and me moving to big cities and such. Now that humans know a bit more about vampires, this is for us to live among humans. Really? I live here my whole life, but I don't think I've seen more than a couple of vampires. I mean, you can really tell we are vampires at first glance, right? If you're not looking too closely, we really just look like pale-skinned humans. Oh, that's true. You might actually know a couple of vampires without knowing it. I wonder if I do. I'm going to crucify them in the name of Christ. Anyway, other questions? Not right now. I'm okay for now, I think. Okay, then. In that case, that's everything for me. Gakuto will let you know when he's ready, so just stay here. Marie disappears again, though in a different direction this time. I wonder if are secret passageways in this place. Well, she's a vampire. Nah, that'd be a bit much. I wonder how much longer Gakuto will be though. As if on cue, Gakuto comes in. Hurry it up. Hey, Duncan, I'm done setting up. Let's go back to the cafe area. Gakuto leaves without awaiting for a reply. I guess I should follow him. Oh dear God. Duncan goes to the cafe area, but it looks completely different. Yeah, it's pink. The room is dim and the only surface of light is a candle at the table. Wait, what? I didn't look like this before. I mean, I said I was preparing, right? What is this for? An old vampire tradition of blood tasting. Blood? I don't want you to drink my blood. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to make you drink blood. We are doing a human-friendly version with tomato juice. Then what? It's like humans have holidays, right? Yes. And for these holidays, you usually gather people together, right? Yeah, for family dinners and such. Well, vampires don't eat. All right. So we are usually our interest is have a blood tasting together. Humans share food. Vampires share blood. Food's a big part of human culture, right? I guess. Blood feels the same role in vampire culture. But how does that? I'll explain, but first, want to check out if you're okay with doing this. We are not using real blood, but the idea is that we are going to pretend we are. Of course, even when we use actual blood, it's always blood that's drawn from with consent. But if you don't want to see this activity, you don't have to. Are you okay with this? I want to try. It's okay, I want to try. To be honest, I feel a bit nervous. I don't think I ever done anything like a blood tasting before. I still like to try it though, if it's okay. I came here to learn more about vampires after all. If you let me participate in a bit of your culture, I'll be really happy. Sounds like we're okay then. Now let me explain how blood tasting works. There are actually many different kinds with different steps. The one we're doing today is for when one vampire invites another to their household. It's meant to show hospitality as well as trust. Oh, sort of like serving drinks to guests at a party. Well, it's usually a bit more formal than that. There'll be a vessel filled with blood, in this case tomato juice. The vampire who is hosting, in this case me, pours a glass for the guest. That would be me. Yeah, it's polite to serve the guest first. Next, the guest will return the favor and pour a glass for the host. They point it to show they are honored to be the guest. Then both parties will take a sip, just a small one. Next, the vampire click their glasses together. They make a toast after they are already drunk. It's to see if it is not poison. The idea is that since they are already taking a sip, part of their self is left on the glass. And by clicking the glasses together, they share the part of their self with the other party. A blood tasting is usually done with when somebody invites somebody over for the first time. It's a way of saying, I trust you in my home. Part of trusting somebody is entrusting them with yourself. So that's what make a blood tasting is meant to show. That's really interesting. Yeah, that's actually such a cool thing. Finally, both vampires drink until their glass is empty without stopping. Again, this is meant to show trust. Not emptying the glass would show hesitation to accept the other vampires' offer to trust. Wow, there's a lot of thought put into all these actions, huh? To be honest, I think most vampires don't really think that much about it. We just do blood tasting this way because that's how we're always been done. That sums up the steps though. Are you ready to try? I think so. Okay, let's sit at the table then. I will pour you a glass. Okay, if you remember, do you remember what to do next? Select the next step. Good job! The first step is to returning the favor and pouring a glass for your host. Okay, do you remember what to do next? Drink a bit. Right, we each take a sip from the glass. Next, what do we do? We clean our glasses. Yeah, we clean glasses as a sign of trust. Now, what we do last, we drink everything. Right, we down the rest of our glasses. And that's it, the vampire blood tasting. What did you think? Thank you for doing this with me. I'm really glad I had a chance to experience. Though we used tomato juice, that was pretty much exactly how the blood tasting usually goes. I'm glad you seem to have enjoyed. Nothing. Hopefully that was education some way or another. Anyway, that's the last activity, which means it's the end of the tour. Aw, that was quick. Could you head to the reception? Marie should be waiting for you up there. Okay, what about you, Gakuto? I'm just going to clean this up first. Got it. I will see you later. What the heck is going on? Duncan heads back to the reception area. Marie isn't here yet. Marie walks into the room. Hi, Duncan. Hi, Marie. I came back here since the tour is over. Right, and thank you for taking part in our tour. You should have seen this as well when signing up, but at the end we have an optional blood donation. Alright, I remember seeing that. Of course, this is only if you want to. You also have to pass our health check first. Today, both Gakuto and I are available for blood donations. Just let me know if you'd like to donate. And if you would, who would like to draw your blood? I like a blood donation. I like you to draw my blood, Marie. If it's okay, I could ask you to draw my blood. It'd be my pleasure. Let me just take you to the lounge, then we can get started. Marie takes Duncan to the lounge area. Oh, it's the same music from the beginning. Hello. I think Gakuto already talked to you about this, but I'm going to explain again just in case. First, we're going to do a health check. Just make sure everything's okay. Then we get comfy in this couch. After that, I use my fangs on your arm to create a very tiny wound. And then we'll use a needle to draw out all the blood. It'll take about 10 minutes to draw the blood. Wow, very quickly actually. Don't worry, I'll stay here until we're done. Also, one important thing. You can tell me to stop at any time at all. Doesn't matter when. If you want me to stop, I will stop. Does that sound okay? Yep. If you want to stop, just press the depth button. It'll give me a buzz and I stop right away. If you're ready, we can start with the health check. Oh God, Marie, look at me. Okay, looks like you're in super good health. Well, at least in games I am healthy. We're good to go. You're okay with starting the blood donation? Yep, let's start. Okay, could you sit down on the couch then? Okay, so how do vampires are created actually? Because they are not created with blood sucking. Nah, thank you. Now, could you give me your arm? I'm just going to use some antiseptic on their skin. Sorry if it tingles. Now I'm going to use my fangs to make a very little bite. Let me know right away if you want me to stop. Say nothing. Okay, the bite's done. Now I'm going to put in the needle. The needle will drown out the blood. Imagine if Marie just bites my arm and I go like, oh. She would be so alarmed. Again, let me know. Okay, the needle's done too. Now we just have to wait for the blood to be drawn. How are you feeling? A bit nervous, but okay. Haha, that's pretty much sums up how I'm feeling. What are you nervous about, Marie? Honestly, I've been nervous all day that something would go wrong. It's our first time doing a tour for a human. We done test tours with all the vampires for practice, but it's not the same. I'm really happy our first human tourist was you though, Duncan. Huh, why? Because it seems like you really do want to learn more about vampires. Why else would I have come here? Well, you'll be surprised. I had some people sign up for the tour with obvious fake info. We obviously turned them away, but a lot of people aren't happy about a vampire blood clinic being in this part of the city. I bet you were a bit unnerved when you first heard about you. No, I wasn't. You're just like... It's the most ethical way, aside of killing you. No, I wasn't. Sure, I was a bit surprised, but I think it's really cool that this place exists. Aw, that's really nice of you to say. You're proof that there are humans that are okay with vampires. Not just humans with pitchforks and torches. And I think there's a lot more out there. Sure, we received quite a handful of threats in the mail too, but there's been a lot of people who just come by to take a look at our brochures too. How are you so cheerful about it? Well, we have to start somewhere, right? A couple of years back, you couldn't have been able to open this place at all. Slowly but surely, more humans are learning about vampires and acceptance is spreading. Everyone has to start off somewhere, right? It's someone that's misinformed about vampires. I want to give them a chance to be informed. That's why you came here, right? Because you didn't know too much about vampires, but you wanted to know more. That's true. I'm just hoping you'll get to meet a lot more people like you, Duncan. I hope you can too. No, I'm going to burn this place to the ground because you are unholy creatures that can turn me immortal. You're immortal and I'm not. That's not fair. And we are done. That's the end of the blood donation. What? Already? Yep, we are done. Finish all clear. Here's some chocolate and juice for some energy. When you're finished then, come to the front. Marie leaves the room. Huh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought I would be. I even got chocolate out of it. Guess I should this and go to the front. Wait, so can they drink blood from other vampires? When Duncan goes to the front of the cafe, Maurice is already there waiting. Hi, Duncan. Hi, Marie. Now that the blood donation is over, the tour is officially finished. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for doing this tour. I think I learned a lot. That's great. I'm really glad you think so. We are going to be doing a lot more activities in the future, so definitely come back again to see what we're up to. I will. Here a little tote bag with brochures and stuff. I think you'll find them pretty interesting. I'll make sure to check them out when I get home. Remember, you're a member of our tomato club now. You'll always be welcome here if you want to visit. I'll try to visit soon. I bet there's still a lot more I can learn. I'll make sure to have more stuff ready soon then. If there's anything in particular you'd like to learn about, just tell me. Okay, I think about it and let you know. Cool, I'm looking forward to it. But I want to know more. How the hell vampires are made from? Thanks for playing. Ah, it was such a cute game. But I want to know how the hell vampires are made of. Because did they just reproduce like normal humans, or maybe they? I don't know. Leave your theories in the comments down below, my platoon. So yeah, my platoon, I think this is it. I love the art style. It's such a cutie art style, simple but very cute. I love that Marie had like a paper cut behind her. So yeah, if you enjoyed the game Tomato Clinic, go play it at itch.io. It's such a cute game, and leave it a thumbs up, leave it a like, leave it a comment if you want me to play more cutesy games, or if you want to see me suffer on more horror games. That's all, my platoon. I will see you all in the next video. Captain out.